Thanks, guys. We're going to be quick because there are martinis that need to be had. Stan. Calling the code on martinis. Todd, about 5 people have come up to me and said, in the closing remarks, you need to wrap up this VR because you've emphasized it so much and you haven't contextualized enough. So wrap up the VR and the immersion.
Sure. So I was trying to think of what are you can only remember 3 to 7 things, right? So I came up with 4 words that I think are critical for thinking about AR, VR, and all of this immersive stuff. As I said, it's a new medium. So above all, you should be curious. I mean, it is a new way to communicate, collaborate, tell stories, create experiences, all of these things. So you should be deeply curious about it. And along with that, you need to play with it. You need to prototype, experiment. But along with those lines, you also should be skeptical. The world is awash in hype right now, and VR is not a panacea. It's a tool, and it's a tool that we actually don't know how to use very well right now. And that will take time, and that's my final word is patience. We have very little patience either tactically in the corporate world or as consumers. We've become very spoiled by very good media experiences, very good movies, very good sports, broadcasts, all of these things. And so if something new comes along, if it doesn't knock our socks off right out of the gate, we reject it and we go on to the next thing. And I think really the big challenge for us is all of this digital stuff, so the internet and then mobile and now this immersive, all of this digital is really not human. It's foreign. It's a completely different way. They're just 2 completely different beasts. And I don't think that they personally mix. So, but we keep trying to force this integration and force this mixture. And I think about it very differently. I think about it as an emulsion. It's oil and vinegar. You can shake it up and it looks like it's a tasty salad dressing, but if you sit it down, it separates. And that's what these digits do. So as they become more and more pervasive and it rules more and more of our life, what we're worried about, I think, a lot at the Institute is, what does it mean to be human in this type of environment? And I think the physicians in this world worry about that as well. You're used to that human touch and you're trying to heal people, yet now it's EHRs and I go to see my doc and he's talking to me like this while he's typing on the touch screen. So what does it mean to be human? How do we retain what's uniquely human, yet have this technology serve us as opposed to being the other way around? And that's going to be a very tricky thing to navigate over the next probably 10 to 20 years.
Thank you.
In reading this crowd correctly, I think we're all ready for drinks, so I'm going to be very, very brief. But on behalf of the Center for Body Computing and USC, of course, we want to thank you for attending the 10th Annual Global Body Computing Conference. I want to thank our partners at ICT. It's an amazing experience to work with you each day, and we look forward to the future. And of course, thank our members and partners, which are so important for us in developing the kind of digital health product innovations that we've been involved with over this past 10 years. And we look forward to the next 10 years. But most important, I really, really want to recognize the CBC team. As you can imagine, putting on a conference of this caliber takes a tremendous amount of work, late nights, early mornings. So as I know you all know, I don't see Julie here. I'm sure she's here. Julie Berkeley, Ben Wynn back there, Andrew. Brenda, where are you? Brenda, who we could not put this conference on without her. She's here somewhere. Thank you. Sherry Snelling, I hopefully is probably outside working. She handles all of our PR. To our team, again, thank you very much. And to our fearless leader, Dr. Saxon. And I know fearless leader is sort of a cliche, but I just have to say that, as you know, anybody who's worked with her, she will knock down barriers, go through walls if there's a better app to be made, if there's a better device to be created, and ultimately a better healthcare system for all of us. So thank you to Dr. Saxon, and again, thank you all.
Getting back to this gratitude thing, I want to thank everybody here for being here and contributing your enormous talents. I want to thank my 25-year career taking care of patients, I want to thank my patients. They've given me so much more than I've given them. And through all this work, and when I get home from like a lot of years of 78-hour weeks, I watch sports. And I like sports, and so I want to thank all the, you know, when I think about thanking all the entertainment and understanding, and for some reason I'm so related to you know, sports, and then think about the job that our militaries had to do over this war and others. Kind of my way of showing that gratitude is doing all this work. And so trying to make things, you know, trying to just discover more, because, you know, knowing all the impediments and things that patients face, that athletes face, and knowing how this technology can be leveraged. But I just, you know, I feel like the talent is all here. So thank everyone for being part of this, for trying to solve these problems, because you will, and it's just an incredibly hopeful day, and I think amazing stuff is coming out. And again, I'm just so grateful for you being here. So have a drink on us, and some food, and let's meet each other. Brad, do we have a...
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have traditionally introduced members of the Trojan Marching Band, but today we have elite musicians from the Thornton School of Music with their own arrangement of our fight song. So I do want you to enjoy that, but I also want you to use your imagination as we take you in virtual reality to the floor of the Los Angeles Coliseum when you would hear on game day. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present the Spirit of Troy, the University of Southern California Trojan Marching Band.